What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I have a free Tesla trade plan that I'm going to give to you guys. This Tesla trade plan is going to be an option call that I'm going to be executing this week, and if I can execute this correctly and my levels are respected, this call could net us a profit of 300 to 500 to even north of 1,000% if all is said and done and this stock does rally the way I expect. Now we're going to go ahead and break down what this call would look like, how we're going to take this call, and what the chart looks like itself. So before I do jump into this, make sure you guys do like and subscribe as always. It really does help out the channel. And of course, this isn't financial advice. This is merely just a suggestion or an idea to keep in the back of your head. So make sure you guys do play this safe with your correct risk to reward ratios, and let's jump right into this video. And then make sure you guys do jump in the description down below, join up on our free Discord that is offering profits like this. Make sure you guys do join up today and do not miss out on our next trade, and I will see you guys over there. Let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Jumping onto the chart here, you guys can see that there is a lot of information to break down, so let's get right into it. Taking a look at Tesla currently here on the daily chart, we are in a nice bullish flag formation, and coming out of this last bullish flag formation, we saw that we had a measured move off of the prior side of the flag, and that measured move could be replicated very similar if we are to see a move coming out of this flag, which is very much expected. Now also, I do want to quickly mention before I forget that there was EU tariff news, which should positively impact the market, and obviously Tesla should see a bit of a gain from that. So that is definitely something to keep on your radar for Tuesday as well. Even if you guys are looking at something like SPY instead of Tesla, just keep that in the back of your head. But I do think that if we could see this measured move from where we are today at 339, I do think that that would take us up to around the 401 level, and I do think that that could draw us back up towards all-time highs at around 483, looking out about a month or two. This name really does end up moving hot when it does, so make sure you guys do catch it. I mean, look, we went about 200% in, I believe, 2 months here, so don't think it can't happen again. I really do think that Tesla will see $600 by the end of December, and I do think that we could see something like $800 to $1,000 by the end of 2030. Now, I do think that Tesla is a strong company moving forward, and that is why I'm going to be looking to enter calls this week. And breaking that down, I'm going to have two different calls. I'm going to have a short-term call option going for about a week or two, and then a long-term call option going out towards after FSD unsupervised is dropped, looking for the second or third week of July. But going ahead and breaking that down, I'm going to go ahead and jump over on the 1 hour time frame here. All right, guys, and I've outlined two calls for myself, a short-term and a long-term call. This is giving me a bit more flexibility if there is to be a dip within the market, whether that is off tariff news or anything else like that. That is why it is imperative to join up on the Discord so you guys can understand which one I actually take, what time I take it, where my entry's at, and you guys can get all of that information to really help build confidence around your guys' trade when you guys are tailing a trade like this. But looking at the 1 hour time frame here, you guys can see this obvious bull flag right here. I would like to see it get down to around 330, but I highly doubt that'll happen. I think we will probably open tomorrow morning at around 350, and that is the main level that I'm looking for it to break. If we can see a break of 361, I would like to take those long calls, but I do want to take these short dated calls over 353, and I'll show you guys a little bit about how I want to run this position. It's really going to be very simple, something like this. I can go ahead and zoom out and show you guys why, but I think if we can break right here, move all the way up, I think you could take that short call, maybe get one right here and then DCA into it on the way up. But I do think that if we can break here, we're headed to 350, especially coming off of that news. We know we will break that level for sure, and we will see 353. And if that is to happen by tomorrow morning, I would like to enter these calls around that area, run it all the way up to around 379.28, and I think that could be an easy 500% return, with the low end still being probably around a 100 to 200% return at around 361.93, where you could actually probably run that by around 9:30 tomorrow morning, and you should be golden. But I do also want to keep a stop loss back at this prior breakout. If we were to break out of this flag, I wouldn't want to see it go below that retest before making a move much higher. But that is going to be the short call. Nothing too crazy about that. I'm looking to enter the 380 strike price for June 6th expiration. Once again, that's Tesla calls, 380 strike price for June 6th expiration. Looking at the daily time frame now, if you guys are wanting to take these longer dated Tesla calls, you guys are going to be wanting to play the news off of the FSD unsupervised rollout. Now that is going to be their rollout of their FSD unsupervised, of course, which is their fully autonomous driving cars. as well as some news on their Tesla cab. Now, a lot of people are looking to play the news off of that, which is going to be coming in June, but I think taking these July calls now could be a really good way to get in before the rest of the market. And I think these calls would look a little something like this, taking that same 350 target and then just dragging up your risk to reward with keeping the risk side of it, I guess, a little bit larger, with your stop loss being at 327, because I think there could be a little bit smaller of a dip there, probably retesting something like 343. But I do think that these calls could be ran all the way up to around 440, especially by July 13th, which is the expiration date that I'm going to choose. And I'm going to go ahead and choose a strike price of anywhere between $380 and $410. I think any range within that, you guys can see some pretty good profits coming out of that. But this is going to be the long dated call that I have for Tesla. I expect something along this blue line to come from this, and I expect to make a move up to around 380 coming by honestly the end of this week. We could really see 380. It looks like there is a lot of bullish news coming out of the market. I think from there you take a small retest down to 361 all the way up to 401. From there back down to 380, and then from there back up to 440, and then all-time highs and beyond. But I do think that Tesla calls look really good right now, and I do think that the long dated calls are going to be really nice, give you guys some stability, especially if you guys are looking to play FSD unsupervised as well. All right, guys, and that is going to go ahead and wrap it up for me in today's video. Just a quick recap: we're going to take those short dated Tesla calls for 380 strike price and run those up till June 6th expiration. And for those long dated calls, we're going to go with 380 to 410 strike price, and we're going to run those for around June 13th expiration. Now, if you guys do have any questions or want to just stay up to date with these calls, make sure you guys do click the link in the description down below. Join up on our free Discord, where we'll be definitely talking about this call and more others over there today. Also, make sure you guys do like and subscribe. Comment down below if you guys are going to jump in this play with us, and I will see you guys in the next video.